So this is 150, 147, and we are heading to Chesterfield from Coventry. We are departing precisely from Morrison Skidward Road. You know, some of you have requested if it was possible for us to include some commentaries in some of the videos, and so we decided to try and do it as much as we can. Yeah, it's not like we'll be talking all through the videos. We only talk if there's something important to say. Yeah, so that's it. So we just left Morrison behind us. So we are on the A428 Brandon Road. So we will be using the A46 to join the M69. For those who knows the area, we are around the second exit leads us to, I think, Binley Wood. Yeah, but we are taking the first exit. At this time of the day, it's quite okay. There is no much traffic. So this is a slip road because people at time find a lot of difficulty using it. It's used to primarily build up speed before joining the upcoming traffic. Just what I'm doing, you indicate, and then you match your speed with other vehicles. Taking the second exit here to join the M69. cameras, but it's like they are not operational. I'm not encouraging anyone to exceed speed, but that's just the reality. There is no speed cameras functioning ones, but they are mobile speed cameras. You can always see the police van around on the bridges. Yeah, so you have to respect the speed and avoid to drive above the speed. That's all I have to say. But for information, there is no functional speed. It's a bit like the M40, some portion of the M40 with no speed cameras and all that. So normally in the UK you drive on the left lane, this first lane, and the second and the third lane you use it to overtake. Just that the problem is not every driver know how to use the motorway. You find people on the second lane, what they call middle lane hoggers. You find them on the second and the third lane, and these are the people that at time the delay they cause to traffic and all that. You see, for instance, I'm driving below the speed limit, which is actually it's 7 miles per hour, but I'm on 63. I think possibly because I'm on the first lane, and you see almost all the vehicles behind me, they are trying to overtake. Now if you look ahead of me on the second lane, you will notice that when they overtake, they remain in the second lane, and this explains one of the reasons why many people, especially those fast drivers, they tend to stay on the last lane, farmost lane, that is the third lane for some of the roads, and the fourth lane for roads like the M1 motorway, which has 4 lanes. So this is the problem we have. You can see in front of us, the first lane we have few vehicles. The second lane there are a lot of middle lane hoggers. Let me drive there to show you what I mean. Okay, you can see now all the traffic. At times the middle lane hoggers will leave the lane only if they see a vehicle behind them coming with speed. This is something they also call tailgating. That's the only moment at time they think of going back to the left lane. Like this guy, for instance, he should have gone back to the first lane, but he will just stay in the middle here and be causing traffic and all that. So that's the problem we have with motorway, and I think this is one of the things we drive in schools. they don't actually teach the student how to use motorways. So you see, another middle lane hoggers. So I will return back because it's pretty smooth. This is another middle lane hoggers. You see, I'm obliged to overtake, and that is putting myself at risk because to constantly going left and right is very dangerous for myself and to other road users. You see, look. It's very sad, seriously. Anyways, let's continue. Wow, what a nice car. Can you see? An elderly couple rocking their convertible. That's very sweet. It's a Triumph TR7. It's it's a beautiful car. Let me return back to lane 1. You see, another thing is lane 1 is a time very slow because this is 70 miles, but then I'm 59 because the guy in front is possibly driving below 60. So I need to overtake because I can't keep on with this. I overtake. Now another one, I need to go back. This is another big thing you do. When you indicate, don't just jump or enter the lane. When you indicate, wait first and ensure it's safe before you can enter. Don't just indicate and immediately jump on the lane. It's not proper. Exactly. It's not proper because you're putting yourself at risk and other drivers at risk. Oh, UK weather. I think it wants to rain. You see, traffic is building up now. The first lane is free. And the second lane, I think there are 2-3 middle lane hoggers, and then other drivers are now going on the third lane, and they are also now slow on the third lane. So it's trying now to create the traffic ahead of me. Wait, let me drive a bit further so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Can you see? Let's go to the third lane. See, this is what I was saying. You just indicate, boom, you just jump on the third lane, and then can you see he's not even going faster to overtake. Oh la la, c'est triste. When you're driving, anticipate, because I knew this guy was going to overtake, so I had to reduce my speed already to let him get in. That's a time good driving behavior. You try to be nice, to let other people do their maneuver. That's good. He's a very good driver. You overtake, return, come back. Yeah. But even though people argue that going left and right on the motorway is risky, why don't remain in one lane and just drive it, which logically is a bit safer? Yeah. But then I feel like going left and right also helps you to concentrate more because it's like a manual car. When you're driving, changing the gear makes you alert, conscious, you can't fall asleep, contrary to when you're driving an automatic car, when you just have to sit like a robot doing nothing and all that. So another middle lane, or the gentleman is just there, or the lady, whosoever is driving, they're just there. Look at how everyone has to overtake them, because look, now I'm obliged to do what they call undertaking. You see, undertaking now is when you drive, you overtake on their left. You see, he was even on the phone. Oh, it's just that you can't see it. That's the problem. There's a lot of problems driving. There's a lot of problems with driving. A lot of people still need to go back to driving schools and all that. M1 closed at junction 11. How come? Well, so we will be joining the M1 in about 2 minutes. M1 North, Nottingham. It's a very tight bend, so when you are approaching this particular one, you should take it with a very slow speed. You can even see that they're even recommending the maximum speed here should be 40. Yeah, because the bend is very tight. Wow, it's the M1 seems to be busy. The traffic very quick. Yeah, perfect. So one of the worst motorway for me is this M1. You have all types of drivers. You know, it's a 4-lane. So what happened is everyone will just be everywhere, irrespective of the traffic and all that. Look, for instance, that truck, even though they can drive on the 3rd lane, but then look, you saw the little Ford. Look, the truck on the 3rd lane, and we are basically all driving at 60, and what is he doing on the 3rd lane? That's what I don't get. He has the 1st and the 2nd lane that he can be using, but he is on the 3rd lane driving the same speed that he could be driving on this other lane. Anyways, I will not be part of this. I need to, because some of this way of driving, it really pisses me off. So it's 70, but we are all on around 59, let's say 60, because of this traffic that is building up. Oh la la. This is another thing. I don't know if the truck is trying to enter the second lane or he forgot to turn off his indicator. You see, these are those bad behaviors. Yeah, I think he forgot to turn off his indicator. And I don't like to drive very close to trucks. So when you're overtaking them for safety reason, do it very quick. Don't stay in their blind spot for long, because they are like that. Most of them don't see you when you stay in their blind spot for long. So when you are trying to overtake them, be very quick. Perfect. I want to try, it's not proper to be on the fourth lane, but I want to try and get through all these drivers. Look, see the truck? He has enough space in the first lane, in the first and second lane, but he's in the third lane. Look, all the space. For who? I don't want to say something bad, but if you check some of their plate registration number, their plate numbers, some of them are not those who drive on UK roads, so they are still trying to use their driving laws, or they think they are maybe in other European countries, but no. In UK, even in other European countries, the same driving applies, just the side of the road, driving left and driving right. That's just the difference. But most of the speed limit, they still apply, apart from Germany and some other countries that have Germany, France, that have a bit of a higher speed limit on motorways. So that's it. From here is a bit fluid, the traffic, and that's let's swallow some miles now. So I have been talking a lot. Let's admire the beauty, let's admire the landscape. That's the excess of road trips, to admire all these different geographical features, this different vegetation, this different landscape, and all these rough behaviors also on the road are part of what makes a road trip interesting. You see, the first lane is empty. They are all on the second lane. Can you see? What should I do? What do you expect me to do? I'm on the third lane, driving at 70, which is the speed limit here. The first lane is completely free. Oh, you see, the one in front here was another August. Oh la la. Let's get out of this. Another one, the little white van. My friend, can you move and go to the second exit, second lane? Thank you. Perfect. That's how you need to drive. Don't wait when you see the vehicle behind you before you start moving. Immediately you overtake, you move. Now why am I not going? Because I have barely 10 seconds. If I go there, I need to come back to overtake. That's why I would just rather stay here, overtake this one, and then before I can go back to the third lane, if it's safe to do so, to go back to the second lane, if it's safe to do so. So it's because of some of these bad behaviors. Look. You just indicate, put your indicator, and you just jump on my lane, and then you see you can't build up your speed. He's just very slow again. I have to slow down because now I'm 65, no more 70. C'est pas possible. The there is something we call tailgating. It's not good. It's illegal to do it. It can be considered as dangerous or careless driving. And it's about driving too close to the vehicle ahead of you. Like to do something like this. You see? This is tailgating. It's not good because when you do it, you scare the driver ahead. He will leave just as he did. So it's considered, do not do it what I just did. If you're caught by the police, it can be classed as dangerous driving, and that's a driving offense. So be careful with that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. That's one of the reasons I so much love road trips. You feed your brain every time with new information, with all these beautiful things that you see, with all these bad drivers that you see. That's the guy there with the Range Rover, another middle lane hoggers, just admiring there. Look, you see? Look the risk he almost cost me. Look, you saw. That's the problem, these bad drivers. You have a Range Rover and you can't even drive properly. It's very sad. We are still on the M1, so I think we will do a good 60 mile, more than 50 kilometers, something like that. So and when driving, ensure to leave these safe distances. It helps me to brake, to even do an emergency brake if something happens ahead of me. Don't be too close to the car ahead of you when you're driving. Leave enough distance between you and the car behind to, yeah. So that's why I think speed is not like the only reason behind accidents. So it's about, you can be speeding, but as long as you maintain some of these distances, it gives you enough time to brake or to react in case of an emergency. You understand? But when you're speeding and then you are not leaving enough distance between you and the vehicle behind, in case of a hazard or unforeseen circumstance, you won't have enough time to react, and that will be a direct collision with the vehicle ahead of you. And this is what leads a time to these multiple vehicle collisions, because no one is leaving enough space. But when I drive, I always leave enough space. But at time when I leave this space, another vehicle will come and enter my space. But then I still need to leave another space, you see. I anticipated that behavior. That's why I had to move to the third lane to give him enough room. Alright, I have been talking a lot. I'm a little bit thirsty. Please pass me the bottle of water there. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, the M1 is yeah, it has speed limits, speed cameras in some areas. It's not like all through. It has it in some areas. It has average speed cameras. It depends on the portion that you're using. But this one that we are using at the moment, from the Leicester till I think exiting I think Joshua, which a good 30 miles. we don't have there are no speed cameras on the way, but as I always say, the absence of speed camera doesn't give you the right to speed. You will always find a time mobile police around, so take note of that. At time with driving is you can't really admire the landscape completely. I mean, as a driver, because you have to concentrate on the road. But I think my passengers, they are the ones that are admiring the landscape. So generally, I watch the videos later to also admire it. To also enjoy
I'm having trouble understanding you.
Yeah, don't understand. You see, why taking such risk? Why taking such risk? Oh, with your little Fiat. Oh, I hate bad drivers. I just hate it. If I was a police officer, I would just pull them over. You don't do what they did. You see? Look. You see, oh la la. You go back. Why? Why do... You see? So from here we have a lot of speed cameras. A lot of speed cameras this way. So mind your speed from here. But you know, they are just fixed speed. Speed cameras, so they just rate your speed just at the portion where they are located. After that, they are absent. Struggling to enter, so I needed to be nice to let him in. You see, the trucks, they don't even know where they're driving, where they're going, just going left and right on any lane. Come on, truck man. This little Hyundai. His or Shiris, whosoever, the driver is on the 4th lane, and it's very risky because it's a bit windy and that car is very light to be on the 4th lane. And you can see there is no vehicle ahead. He can go back to, he can go to lane 3 or 2. Look. You see, maintain your lane. What the... You see what he did? His tires were in my lane. Driving is very dangerous. Driving is very dangerous. It's not for the weak. It's not for people who panic. Because when driving, you don't have to hesitate with a maneuver or an action. Either you do it or you don't do it. Don't hesitate. Because hesitating, you are putting yourself and other drivers or road users at risk as well. Because your decisions also impact theirs. So, Chesterfield, it's Nottingham Derby. You see, the first lane is almost empty. You can see no one is driving there, but they are on the second and third lane, and yet the same speed they are driving on the second and third lane, they can be driving on the first lane with that speed. Yeah, around this area also more fixed speed cameras. So that's why you see many people are reducing their speed around these areas. So we are about 30 minutes away from our destination. So we have been driving for the past 40 minutes. And I hope you enjoy my crooked voice. I don't have a very good voice, I know. But you requested the voice, so have it. Make fun with it. Anyways, we all have our voice. Yeah, so let's go to lane 1. It's pretty much safe. Traffic is fluid. There's no need to be on lane 2 or 3 or 4. You see, I'm driving at 70, so it's pretty much fine. But you see, even though traffic is fluid, the lanes are clear, but very few people on lane 1. Everybody, I don't know who told them that you have to be in lane 4, lane 3. I don't know who told them. Now I can overtake to go to lane 3, to the second lane because of the truck ahead. So it's safe. I'm on the second lane. That is good. You check your mirror. Everywhere is safe. I can go to the third lane to overtake the white Ford. Service. We are not using the service for this particular. Everyone is fine. So we will observe our first stop, Chesterfield. Before from there, we will continue. I think I will have to go to the 4th lane because I'm at 60. This is 3 lane. I'm 60 on the 3rd lane, and the 4th lane is free. I mean, it's just the first lane is free, the 2nd lane same, but there are people on the 3rd lane, and then they slow down the traffic, and we are all now 60. So the only option is for me to go to the 4th lane. And now I'm on 65. You see, I'm on 65. Yes, now I'm on 69, 70. Yeah, now we are on the normal speed. So why will you be in the 3rd lane and yet you can't even do your best to maintain the speed? Let me come back. See, middle lane, leave the lane, leave the lane. Middle lane. All right, let me overtake them. Middle lane, hogger. Another thing I hate is people that don't maintain their lane properly. The lanes are big enough, but there will be half tires in their lane and a bit one side of the tires in your lane. That is also very bad, and I don't like it. So drivers, fellow colleagues, maintain your lane. Know the size of your vehicle, master the size of your vehicle correctly, and maintain your lane. Another driving tips that you can use to know if you are on the lane is to check your mirrors. Generally, your mirror should act as your ears. The ears. So when the mirror, if you can see the white lines in the mirror dividing your mirrors, you know you are in your lane. But if you see that the white line is out of the center of your mirror, it means you are not properly in your lane. Try that and thank me later. So we are about 20 minutes. That was very quick, you know. But that's because this is not rush hours, so it's it's just okay. During rush hours, this can take you a good 2 hours. You see middle lane hoggers everywhere is free, but then they will not. Let me just overtake them. Trying to rain. Let me not say it's raining. So what else can I say? What else? Any critic, any criticism, any constructive criticism, you are free to drop it in the comment section. Any city you would like us to drive to, you can as well drop in the comment section. If you want us to drive from point A to point B, passing through point C, drop it in the comment section. We will go through your demands, and if something we can do, we will do the trip for you, because we have followers that have lived in the UK before, but they are now living in other countries, and they always have this feeling to drive back to the cities they have been or the roads they have used. So if you're in that category, feel free to tell us maybe where you were living before, the address. We can start driving from there to wheresoever you want us to do. We can do those little services, but you just have to drop it in the comment section. That's all you have to do, and it's free. You don't need to pay anything. No, that was so quick. Leave enough distance before you enter. This is what I was saying. I leave my safe distance, he enters in the safe distance. So I have to reduce the speed to create another safe distance. And then I will, on motorways especially, I will, if I was an MP, I think it's time to increase speed on motorway. 70 mile is too little. Why am I saying it's too little? Most of these driving laws, the highway code, were made more than 40 years, 50 years back. And then by then, the cars were not as powerful as the vehicles that they are being produced today. Our vehicles today are safer, and what people don't know is that in the past they recorded more accidents than we are recording accidents today. If we calculate the ratio of those who have driving license back then and those who have the license now, correlating it with the number of accidents on UK road, I think I will upload a video on that about UK accident statistics from the years back and now, so you can see the difference. So speeding is not the major cause of accident. It's not the main thing. It's a chain of other factors that leads to accident. Yeah, tiredness, using phone, sleeping, all those things, alcohol, driving under the influence of substances, all those things. A combination of them is enough to cause accident. So at times the vehicle itself is not dangerous, but if it's in the wrong hands, people who don't master driving, people who don't master speed, people who don't know or master their vehicle, they are bound to make accidents. So for me, they should increase speed limits on motorways. Yeah, I know some of you may not agree, but my question is, why making vehicles that can go 260 miles per hour, or vehicles averagely, most of them go 180 miles per hour, and yet speed are limited on the road? It's not the best way to look at this thing. Either they should remove the powers of the car, maybe they should limit it to 100 or 70 miles, or the car should not exceed 70 miles. Or yeah, you have a car that is going up to 200 miles per hour, and then you can't drive above 70 miles per hour on the road. It's ridiculous, especially when it's safe to do so. There are times, safe conditions, that you can drive above 70, but then you have to stick to the law. You have to respect the laws that don't change, that don't want to be changed, and all that. All right, let's continue. I think those who need to vote certain laws like driving are people who actually, they should consult with people who drive. They should consult with drivers what they think, not just some of these MP, these people that maybe they don't even drive 1,000 miles a month or a year, and they sit there making laws about people who are driving all through. No, it doesn't make sense. Anyways, it is what it is. We are in the UK where you don't complain, you just sit and you go through. Yeah, so we will be exiting to take the A617 that will be taking us to to Chesterfield. People say it's called Chesterfield, Leicester, Birmingham, Birmingham, UK with pronunciation is another topic on its own. So we are leaving the M1 to take the A617 to Chesterfield. Bye bye M1, see you next time. It was a pleasure to drive on you. See you on our next trip. And let's join the A617. And then from here we will be passing through Patterson. It's a little village. We have used it before. So we'll be heading the 4th exit to Partington. Yeah. Oh la la. Matlock is another beautiful city. Matlock is so beautiful. Each time I go there, I want to stay there forever. It's so beautiful. With nature around, trees, vegetation. It's just so beautiful there. Yeah. So Partington, which is a little countryside road, and when you're driving in this countryside road, you have to take extra precaution. You see, just what I was saying and has just happened. Extra precautions, because accidents quickly occur in country roads than on main road. See? But then country roads are so relaxing to drive on. They are so beautiful, and they make you stay alert because they are narrow, they are tiny. You have to maneuver where other vehicles, upcoming vehicles, and all that. They are more hazard. Farmers going up and down. You can see animals, wild animals. It could be anything crossing the road and all that. So at night it's even more dangerous than during the day. Yeah, you can see it's beautiful. It's just so beautiful. That's why at time on some road trips we prefer to use the country roads to admire some of the things that you don't see in the cities. Look how it's beautiful. I know some people would say, nah, it's not. Yeah, that's your viewpoint, but for me, I love them. It's just so relaxing, and yeah, the fuels everywhere. You see little vehicles. Take care of everybody. Be vigilant. Drive. You see, drive at a lower speed. Adapt your speed. Yes. This one is called, is it Ryler Hills? Ryler Hills is very narrow. Look, he stood in the middle of the road. How can he be driving? I know he's not he doesn't know about driving. He was in the middle of the road. You saw it. Look, why are you in the middle of the road? Oh
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm having trouble understanding you.
Yeah, because I'm a bit angry. He was just driving in the middle of the road. I mean, I don't know why people would drive without taking into consideration the type of road they are driving on. Vraiment, c'est pas possible. Look at. Tell me it's not beautiful. Tell me this is not beautiful. Oh no, country roads are just so exceptional. I mean, maybe for people who don't live in the villages, I think maybe if you ask those people that live in the villages, they may say, nah, it's not nice. I don't know if they have the same effect when they come to London, Cardiff, Edinburgh, those big cities. I don't know if they are also like, wow, it's beautiful here. Because when I'm in some of these capital cities or these massive cities, I'm not impressed. There's something I want to criticize about this place. Look, this Partington, just at the top here is a giveaway. Just that when you're there, I can see from my left or I can see from my right, and this is the main street. So I think, yeah, people driving up straight should have the priority, and those on the right and left should have a stop or a give way. It will be safer that way. I don't know who designed that road, but that's a very, very bad design. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding you.
You always have problem understanding things. Giveaway. You see, country roads. You just get lost somewhere in the middle of nowhere. This is a Mansfield Road. This road is a Mansfield Road. Yeah. And the speed limit on it is 60. Personally, I don't think here should be 60 because the road is not smooth enough. It's very narrow. It's very small. Let me say it like that. It's very narrow. It's very small. So it shouldn't be 60. Luckily that here they are changing the speed limit to 30, which is perfectly good. And because
I didn't find that point of interest.
And because we are in Hillstown, this is Hillstown village. It's still in Chesterfield, you know, because Chesterfield has a lot of all these little villages, little towns. Yeah, so this is Hillstown. So we are driving through Hillstown. Yeah. So we will have our stop in 5 minutes, and from there we will continue our road trip. We hope you enjoyed the little commentary. This is Bolsover. Can you see Bolsover? So that's it. And this is the A632 Langwith Road. Bolsover Castle is straight ahead of us, but we are not going. It's an activity that we will do later. We will be visiting it shortly and all that. So yeah, it has a lot of things to offer, and yeah. So definitely. So as I was saying, we hope you enjoyed the commentary. Sorry for the pronunciation of some words. If that's not the way it's pronounced, sorry about it. As I said, if there are some places you want us to fill, if you have certain things you want to suggest, if you have better way of doing things and you want to propose your ideas, we are willing to take to your ideas and all that. So we are open to every recommendations and every suggestion. So if you have anything, just let us know. We will greatly appreciate. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your time. Thank you for those of you sharing the videos to people that are around. You know, we are also present on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook and all that. So you can always check those platforms, especially on TikTok. We have more than 15,000 followers there. We make a lot of driving videos there as well. Laws and regulations. So just try and go on TikTok, Universality Driving. There's a lot of things there that you will love, that are important, that you will like. Yeah, if you don't like, we are sorry, but if there are certain particular things that you want us to do, you can always propose. Alrighty, so thank you very much, and that was it for today, and see you in our next video. Thank you. You see those usually so the paper on this side